Thanks, David. David and Pat had a wonderful, absolutely spectacular display of their produce at the Chefs Forum the other night in Maxwell, where the chefs come and meet the producers. And it was just, the pictures are on the website if you want to check them out. Just go to the FoodLink website and check the Chefs Forum out, and you'll see them. Beautiful display. So next, we're going to hear from a store. So this was the first year that we included 3 of the local food stores that David mentioned. We have a number of those businesses popping up all over Southern Ontario and beyond too. And because people want to access these foods, these stores have specialized in these products. So we're going to hear from Mary Ellen Harrigan from Harrigan's 100 Mile Food Market in Southampton.
Well, anybody that knows me knows I don't talk in public. I'm not good at it, so I didn't write anything down. I'm just going to wing it. My husband and I moved to Southampton almost 27 years ago from London, Ontario, and we had stores there, but, it's city, and we came up here to Southampton and Port Elgin area for vacation, and they found this little store. It was a 2-aisle original red and white, which are old stores in, I think, mostly in Ontario. And when we bought it, it was exactly 2 aisles long, and for years, people, when they were shopping, would do their shopping as they waited to check out because it wasn't big enough for the number of people. So about 15 years ago, we expanded the store by buying the property beside us, and in that process, just sort of expanded the local family business, not really necessarily local product. And we got going quite a bit. In 2004, though, my husband had a bit of a setback, and he had surgery, which now has put him disabled, and he can't work in the store. And then the same year, his father was diagnosed with leukemia and passed away the following year, so we lost him out of the store. And my mother-in-law is now suffering with Alzheimer's, so she can't really help out. So I kind of got the plate handed to me and said, here you go. And about 4 years ago, it was getting rough, and I thought, I'm going to close this because I can't do it on my own. It's too much. It's too hard. Things are falling apart. You can't have the money to fix them. So I thought, well, I'm just not going to do this anymore. But I ended up talking to a couple people. Jenny Amy is one of them. She's with the Culinary Association. And another lady named Carol Vaughn, who I found out afterwards is a professional in doing what she helped me do. And we closed the store for about a month, and we kind of turned it around. They emptied the whole store. That was Halloween finger foods we had. We turned the store around and brought in local products. So I guess I'm on the opposite end of a lot of you that have farms. We have the retail for what you guys produce. And we decided to go not strictly local because it's a food market, and the town didn't want us to leave the main street. They didn't want the store to close. So Carol and Jenny brought in over 60 volunteers to the store within that month who gave us our time, their expertise, and they totally changed the store around from the 2-aisle store it was to an open concept and local, produced all kinds of things, as well as we're into a lot of gluten-free products, and which is a big market in our area. We've started bringing in more and more of the local products. I tried to think in my head of how many, and I don't know, there's probably well over 50 different local ones that we could get, and we could always use more. So if you're out there and you're close to us and we can get your product, we would love to. This summer, we have quite a few good local gentlemen that come in, but we have this summer decided to put in ice cream, hand-dipped ice cream as well. And it really brought in a lot of customers that wouldn't normally come in the store and increased business this summer quite a bit. I'm hoping next year it'll even be better because we won't have the expenses of putting all that in this year. The money that I use, the grant money for, we had 2 decisions to make. One is the produce counter that we have apparently has a leak in the refrigeration, and they want about $5,500 to fix it. And it was either that or an air conditioner. And when you know how hot it was this summer, we decided that the going from 1.5 employees to 7 employees this year, which is the first time the store's ever had that many, we needed to cool the employees down. The ice cream was melting, the produce was suffering because it doesn't work right on the counter. So I decided to go ahead with the air conditioner, and it's a unit that it also dehumidifies as well as air conditions. And so some of the coolers that are provided, like your pop coolers or milk coolers and things, they put out a lot of water, which is in the air. So this thing condensed the air as well, and it really, really made a difference. The produce held up better, even though we didn't have full refrigeration on the counter. So for me, it was a blessing. We're looking forward to hopefully getting that thing fixed one of these years. But right now it works because it's cooler in the store. And we hope that we can continue selling local products. Like I say, if anybody's if you know somebody who wants to get stuff to us, we can do it. We do have quite a few farmers that are in the area. We buy potatoes and onions, and Ron Gillespie this year, we've met him, and he's brought in a lot of neat stuff too that we couldn't get exactly local. It's Ontario. We've worked with Foodland Ontario for quite a bit, and we've won quite a few awards through their display programs, because that's I like to do that kind of thing. But that's the air conditioner that we bought. It really works, and it's great, and I thank you very much for the money. Thank you.
Great. That store is it's like stepping back into time with all the old containers that you've got. It's lovely. So that's another example of how we have to rebuild, like we're rebuilding all of the aspects of the local food system, and having those retail stores that are eager to sell local products is essential. So it's a wonderful asset to the community. That's a really great story. I had never heard that the whole community got behind you and helped you with that store. It's fabulous. Yeah. Right, yes. It really shows the community support. That's wonderful.